Hello, and I'm back again with another mini review, this time for the Nigel Jackson Tarot by Nigel Jackson, otherwise known as Medieval Enchantment. Here's the back. Comes in a little flip box. Comes with a book, little book. Kind of like what oracle decks come with. I'm not going to go into the book because I don't really use them, except to just see if there's anything about why the artist chose to go with certain symbolism, that kind of thing. This one doesn't really go into that too much. A few spreads in the back. I find it actually a little bit waffly, this book, but your mileage may vary. It's quite an oversized deck, and by the way, I was inspired to do this video by Elise from Wild Moon Tarot, who I watched do an unboxing of her copy yesterday, and so I was like, oh, I use that deck quite regularly. It's a deck that I've had for about 15 years now. It is Llewellyn, yes, it is a Llewellyn deck, and I think it's out of print, but one of the reasons I wanted to do this is my copy is trimmed. I trimmed mine. It's a beautiful deck. I was finding when I got it, I wasn't really reading it with it often, like regularly, but not often, because it's such a heavy deck, very heavy, and a little bit sort of awkward in my hands to shuffle. So I bit the bullet and trimmed it, and I couldn't be happier. I've used it so much more since doing that, like 100% more often. It really pops because it's got beautiful, vibrant, rich colours, and very symmetrical sort of imagery, which was, obviously designed for tarot. Some decks I think benefit from having a small border. This one just really pops without it and makes just the whole deck. And honestly, it seems like it should have been that way all along. You wouldn't Adam and Eve it, would you? So you'll see the bottom band slightly wider than the top, because I left the titles on the bottom, and so the whole card was sort of that thickness all the way around. That blue was out to there all the way around. But I don't really work with reversals, so it doesn't really bother me. And it just came out frickin' beautiful. So if you're on the fence about trimming, I'll show you the card fronts, of course, as we go along. Now I've only picked out a few of my favourite cards, images, because I like to leave some of it to the imagination if you'd like a surprise, or you can Google images and that anyway. And there's others that show the whole deck, other videos on YouTube. What else? Anything else I need to say before I get going? I don't think so. Now, the wands and swords have been swapped. So fire and air are swapped in this deck. And what that means is, but it still follows the Rider-Waite. So like the Three of Swords still has the same meaning as the Three of Swords, but they've associated that situation as a fire kind of a energy rather than an air energy. If that makes sense. Anyway, the aces are wonderful, very symbolic. I've just got to try and get them. So you can see that staves, air, swords, fire. Beautiful symbolism, very symmetrical. Now the pips do have illustrations as well as lovely little sort of pip designs there on them, which I really like. As you can see, no border, and you can Google images of what the deck looks like with borders, or watch Elise's video yesterday of her I think the video is not called that, something like daily. Oh gosh, I can't think of the name of her video, I'm sorry, but check out her videos yesterday. Two of Pentacles, Two of Coins in this deck. Death, marching to the beat of his own drum. Eight of Staves, so he's still got that speed, movement, focus. He's like sprinting to get a message to someone, and they've associated that with an air, as an air, rather than fire. Makes sense in a way. Four of Swords, I love the little tent, love the watercolour sky, so restful. It's a lovely one to meditate on. Now at the Tower, the mages are very symbolic, rich symbolism, very traditional. Yeah, I like them a lot. Temperance. The Pipess, the High Priestess. Beautiful rich colours. Here's the Nine of Cups, and I love the sepia tones to the clouds in this one. And that is also the one on the back of the box. Wheel of Fortune, Fortuna, spinning. Love that depiction. The Devil. Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles, waiting for the fish to bite. You've done the work, now you've got to just sit back and wait. The Fool, very medieval, this Fool. And he's got a cat, which I really like because I'm a cat girl, and cats are very independent, yet, you know, this one's hanging about his feet, and my cat's very much like that. He is very social and loves to be around people, so this one speaks to me. Little butterfly for transformation up in the corner there. Ten of Coins. Look at the rainbow sky. Man, beautiful. And lucky last, always got to be the Star card. So that's the Nigel Jackson Tarot, otherwise known as Medieval Enchantment, and it is a trimmed copy. And if you like this video, if you want to hear more, I might be going to do some videos on some things that aren't related to tarot, or maybe slightly related to tarot, but we'll see. So that's all for tonight. Alright then, ta-da, cheery!